What's up guys, Cygnus here bringing you a video that I've wanted to do for a while now, but it's kind of a specific video. Today we're going to be breaking down the visible versus hidden mobility stat as it pertains to dodge cooldown for hunters. But before we do, I want to remind you to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for me. Thanks! Alright, so the real reason I want to do this video is because I see a lot of comments out there saying things like this. With traction you only need 90 displayed mobility for the fastest cooldown, and with Dragon Shadow, you need 50 displayed mobility, or 40 with traction. Now, I've never tested this, but there's probably another video out there, or somebody else explaining this. Every single time I've tried these builds, it never feels like I can get the cooldown down to 9 seconds, so today I'm going to take some time to figure out the source of truth. First off, we're going to show you a build with 90 mobility. As sort of a baseline to compare, no traction, no seasonal mods, no lightweight weapon, just mobility stats. It took me a little tweaking to get the on-screen timer to display and match up with the cooldown correctly, but it's as close as I could possibly get. So anything other than the main seconds that shows up is just pretty much my error. Look at that, 11 seconds. No surprise there. Now on to a mod that a lot of people don't know about, or how it actually works. It's called Powerful Friends, and it's activated by having one other arc mod anywhere in your gear. It doesn't even have to be on the same piece. As you can see, I don't have an arc mod on my boots, but I do on my cape, and it's still activated, even though the text is grayed out. Not sure if this is a bug or a feature, but it works, so do what you will with that information. Look at that, 9 seconds. But at the same time, this is just having 100 visible mobility, just with special mods. There's also mumblings that a lightweight framed weapon supposedly gives plus 20 mobility, hidden mobility that is. So theoretically, you should only have to have 80 visible in order to get the full 9-second cooldown. Alright, swap to the lightweight and go! Holy shit, 9 seconds. I had suspicion that the other rumors, especially the comments that were made at the beginning, worked, but I didn't know this would work. Now something I didn't test is if you have a non-lightweight weapon out, dodge and then swap to the lightweight weapon if it still reduces the cooldown. Next up is traction. Traction gives 5 visible mobility, and supposedly it gives 10 hidden mobility. So if you can get 90 visible mobility with traction, you should be at tier 10 mobility. Let's see. Look at that shit. Glorious 9 seconds. I didn't believe the 10 hidden mobility, to be honest, but now I know. Now we're going to take a look at Dragon's Shadow. Dragon's Shadow gives you the buff Wraith Metal Mail. This reloads all of your guns and buffs your speed and handling. Now supposedly the speed and handling that they talk about is worth 50 mobility. However, you only get that buff after you dodge. You guessed it, 9 seconds. Now, this build is awesome if you want to use your dodge constantly on cooldown every time it's up. You can no longer use your dodge for disengagements. Now we're going to throw together Traction and Dragon's Shadow and see how that works. So now you only need 40 visible mobility. You probably expected this at this point, and so did I, but this next part I didn't think worked together. For this last one, we're going to put everything together. We're going to pair a lightweight weapon, plus traction, plus Dragon's Shadow, with only 20 mobility. There it is, 9 fucking seconds. Until I made this video, I didn't believe half of what I tested here today. A lot of what I found out was pretty awesome information, but if you're here to say, Sig, I knew all this, Well, good for you. I kept hearing about it, I just didn't believe it. These Dragon Shadow builds can be pretty awesome, but I'm not a fan of having to use my dodge constantly. I like trying to use it strategically and to disengage from fights. Also, for that last build, pretend you don't have your lightweight weapon equip or DS up, you're only rocking 30 mobility and that might feel really slow and bad. If you found this video useful, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button or leave a comment. Thanks everyone for watching. Peace!